Now, dwelling 5, we've called desiring oneness because it's what Jesus forecasted his last night on earth when he prayed for all of us. In John 17, he says, I'm praying not only for these 12 disciples, but also for all who will ever believe in me through their message. It's us. I pray that they will all be one, just as you and I are one, as you are in me, Father, and I am in you. And may they be in us so the world will believe you sent me. I've given them the glory you gave me so that they may be one as we are one. I in them and you are in me. May they experience such perfect unity that the world will know that you sent me and that you love them as much as you love me. I've revealed them to you and I will continue to do so. Then your love for me will be in them and I will be in them. Now, the reason dwelling 5, 6, and 7 are not talked much about in the church today is, quite honestly, it sounds a little weird. So in season 1 and 2, the analogy that we find in Scripture is that of being spiritually born, and we are adopted by God, and we're learning to walk spiritually with a good parent, like little children, right? But then in season 3 and 4, we talked about how the analogy shifts to friends with God as we obey him, and co-workers, that God is inviting us into his business. But now dwelling 5 through 7, the best analogy is actually bride to groom. We are the bride, and the Lord is the groom, and we're moving toward oneness. Now, that may sound strange, probably why it's not much talked about, but it's all over the Scriptures. Let me just give you a few. Isaiah 62, God will rejoice over you as a bridegroom rejoices over his bride. And then Jesus, in Matthew 9, speaking of himself, said, how can the guests of the bridegroom mourn while he is with them? A time will come when the bridegroom will be taken from them, he was, and they will fast. And then, of course, the end of the book of Revelation, there's this thing called the wedding feast of the Lamb of Jesus, where it says in Revelation 19, a time has come for the wedding feast of the Lamb. His bride has prepared herself with the good deeds of God's holy people. So from Old Testament to New Testament, God ultimately desires us like a beloved bride that he will one day join with in a oneness that, quite honestly, makes the greatest marriage pale in comparison.